For the next 3 episodes, I'd like to share what I believe are the 3 root elements that drive the pathway to radicalization and violence: identity, purpose, and community. Each one is powerful on its own, but they can't exist in isolation. They feed into one another, they overlap, and they reinforce each other. In this episode, I'll be solely focusing on identity. At some point, all of us wrestle with the question, who am I? It's unacceptable for our brains to not actually have an answer to that question. And in the absence of a true answer to that question, the brain will seek to find something, anything, to help define itself. Think of it as carrying a bucket that needs to be full, and we're searching for a water well to help fill it. Our identity bucket can be filled with a lot of different things: nationality, politics, hobbies, sexual orientation, race, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. Each one of these items, such as nationality, race, etc., serves as that water well to fill our bucket. However, after major life changes or experiences, age, shifting interests, our bucket can sometimes leak or spill a little bit. Those shocks make our bucket a little bit more empty, or the well begins to sort of dry up. And when that happens, our natural instinct is to go find a new well to fill our buckets. And once we find it, we don't just sip from it. We throw an anchor around it and attach ourselves to it. Because filling that bucket isn't optional, it's survival. The interesting thing about this, though, is that most people don't draw from just one well. They draw from a series of different wells. Each one of those wells helping to refine the definition of who we are and creating our own sense of identity. That mixture sometimes doesn't always make logical sense, but we accept that we are complicated beings, so we shouldn't expect that our identities are going to follow a logical linear pathway. So sometimes we will double down on things that are already present. Sometimes we'll latch on to something new. Sometimes we'll combine things and it'll be a patchwork of both. When we look at how this connects to radicalization, it's important to realize that it's not always the message that's resonating with someone. More often than not, it's the intangible sense of identity that comes with the message that we latch onto. The relief of finally having a definition of who we are, even if that doesn't make necessarily logical sense or is attached to something that is destructive. What matters the most is that feeling of stability, and how that stability opens the doors to the next 2 episodes on purpose and community. So stay tuned for part 2 and part 3 of this series. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss those episodes. And if you are interested in learning more about the pathway of radicalization, the pathway of violence, and how to prevent it, go to tvtpsolutions.com.